Tomorrow is National Hamburger Day. We're getting started our celebration early. Registered dietitian Michelle Jaelin joins us with some healthy grilling tips. So before we get to the main attraction there, the hamburgers, you're going to make a salad first that will go nicely with them as well.
Yes, absolutely. So one of my best tips for a healthier hamburger day or a healthy barbecues is to start with vegetables.
Right. So then you're not going to fill up on the meat, right?
Of course, yes. So if you start with your vegetables, you have a nice salad. Here I've got, and normally, you know what, you have at barbecues, you have things like macaroni salad and potato salad. They're really
Caesar salad.
Caesar salad.
All salads that are delicious, but maybe not the healthiest, right?
Yes. So here I made, this is like an Asian style slaw, right? So I mean, it's got, Chinese cabbage, it's got the snap peas, it's got red pepper. And what I did was here I made a salad dressing too, and it's got it's really strong on the Asian flavors. So it's got rice vinegar, it's got some sesame oil, and it also has some red pepper flakes. And I'm just going to pour that on top, and you want to toss it together. So one thing I like about using canola oil in my salad dressing, which is what I used here, is that it has a neutral flavor, so it really lets the...
It doesn't pick out anything, right?
Yes. It doesn't have that, it doesn't have an aftertaste like other oils have, so like the flavors of your food really shine through. And if I can actually get you to add some slivered almonds...
This is where I help.
Yes,
I made part of this.
That is the final touch.
Is this a slaw too that you're going to want to mix? Like you said, you mix the dressing all in there. Is this one that's going to taste better, even better, the day after?
Yes, it will.
Yeah, so it's a good make ahead, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's a great point. So moving on to another way to get more vegetables is you can grill your vegetables.
Okay.
And so once again, I got some heart-healthy monounsaturated canola oil, and all I did was I took some vegetables that, red peppers, I've got some zucchini and some eggplant, and all we're going to do is brush them with a little bit of canola oil.
Okay.
And then once you brush them,
or a lot,
and then I'm going to take one and just show you that I'm just put that.
So that's a piece of egg.
Put that on the grill, and actually, what you want to do too is you want to sprinkle it with a little bit of just a little bit of salt and pepper for a bit of flavor.
Okay.
So that is a great way to get more vegetables, and you know what? Vegetables taste really great on the grill. You know what?
And vegetables taste really different when we're on the grill. So if you don't necessarily like eggplant or you don't like zucchini, try it grilled because that grilling changes the flavor of things, doesn't it?
Yes, it absolutely does. And a lot of people are really surprised and they're like, wow, I never thought I liked eggplant. Like, I love this. This is delicious after they grill it, right? Good. Oh no, it tastes really good, and it's a great way to get your guests to maybe try more vegetables. Again, put them before the hamburgers.
Yes.
But
okay, now we get to the hamburgers. But your hamburgers have a twist because they have mushrooms in them.
Yes. So there's a great technique to making healthier hamburgers, and it is the blend and extend technique. And what you do is you take 50% mushrooms, and here I'm using Canada mushrooms.
Okay.
And you mix it with 50% lean ground beef. And because you're using lean ground beef, you still have some flavor, and it's not like completely like no fat free. So like you still can taste.
Because the fat is where that flavor is. Right?
That is absolutely where it comes from. Yeah. So I've got some great Ontario beef here. It's a great source of iron and B vitamins. Right. It's a good way to get a complete protein for you and your family. And then the mushrooms too, after I have pureed them.
Okay.
And
so you've just added the beef in as well, or is this just mushrooms?
That's actually mushrooms.
That's all mushrooms?
Yeah, it's all mushrooms.
Thought it was beef. Okay.
I know, right? And you're just going to put in your food processor, and you're going to make your patties and put them on the grill, and then they taste wonderful. So it's a great way if you want to find out more. You can look up blendandextend.ca, but you can find a lot of other recipes. Of course, all these recipes here today are on my website. Right.
And if you don't have a food processor, what's the best way of making this mix?
So you actually don't. I've tried it without a food processor, and even if you break them up really small, because mushrooms are, they break really easily, and then you can actually just chop them up really coarsely, and that would be fine. And once you cook out all the water, it actually shrinks them down a lot.
Okay, so then you add in your mix of half mushroom and half beef. Great idea.
Yes, absolutely.
And we haven't forgotten the people who don't eat meat.
Yes, so I never forget about my vegan and my vegetarian friends, right? So, and once again, interesting tip about mushrooms, Canadian mushrooms, 365 days a year, they are grown in Canada.
Yeah.
And so all I did was just put them on the grill.
So these are larger mushrooms. These are portobello?
Those are portobello. And then put them on the grill, add a bit of provolone cheese. If you're vegan, you're going to use a vegan cheese and put that on top. And then that's also a nice meatless option if you just don't want to have, meat that day and you want to try a more flexitarian diet.
Right. And if you're doing the grilling at home, does a mushroom take as long to grill as a hamburger patty?
it tastes like half the time.
Oh, does it? Okay,
Yeah,
so
it does.
put those on the grill afterwards. Then.
Yeah, put them on the grill, and then you know what? They smell amazing too. A lot of people don't realize, like mushrooms too. Once they're grilled, they just smell fantastic.
Right. So that might be another one. If you think you don't like mushrooms, it's like, oh, just try them grilled. Right.
Yeah, and
yes.
you know what? They've got that nice meaty texture. A lot of people don't really notice. That's why it's also very popular amongst the vegan and vegetarian crowd.
Okay. How to best store mushrooms too? Just in a bag, kind of. Do you put them in the fridge or
you
not?
want to keep them. I do keep them in the fridge. I usually try and keep them in a paper bag.
Okay.
Right,
Yep.
and I want to keep the moisture out because mushrooms tend to be kind of like sponges and they absorb the water.
Okay.
Right, and you know what? Mushrooms grown in Canada too are also very safely grown. So I mean, yes, they do grow in dirt, but you know what? Quick rinse to wipe them down too, and they're good to go.
They're all good. Okay.
Yeah.
Great way to celebrate National Hamburger Day tomorrow. Thanks, Michelle.